So thank you to Julia and Rise for organizing this this meeting and being the project manager of LearnFood. And my name is Stor, and I'm a lecturer and associate professor here at UCL, University College. I'm working in Department of Applied Research in School and Social Science. And today, presenter will be Parma Sundal-Holm, school consultant from Sermersooq Municipality. And we're hoping also to get a comment from Grete Pike, who's a teacher in home economics. And after this welcome, I'll give the word to Obama, and then there'll be a presentation, and then we'll have approximately 10 minutes for questions and dialogue. So I will stop sharing my slides here and give the word to you, Palmer, and maybe you can add in more information about yourself. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, I will just share my, how was it? Share.
The little arrow in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Comes.
Yes, my name is Parma Sundal-Holm, and I'm a school consultant in municipality of Sermersooq and have been that for almost 4 years. And I work with different projects and also Nord Plus. But today I'm going to speak about the overview of school food in Kommune Sermersooq, the municipality of Sermersooq. Presentation overview: cities and villages in Kommune Sermersooq, schools, pupils, school food in Kommune Sermersooq, dietary policy, school food plan for June in Nuuk, aina mekisinila eruapia, school, ittoqortormit, school day and subjects, and home education and primary school learning objectives. And then I have, as I put on, if you have some questions or something, you can just ask in the end of the presentation. Yes, this is a map of our municipality, the cities and the small villages. There is four cities, and then we have 8 small villages in our municipality, and you can see it's like from the East Greenland to West Greenland. Yes. And we have 7 schools in the cities. And there is 5 schools, like it's we have 5 schools in Nuuk, 1 in Bamut, 1 in Tasiilaq, and 1 in Ittoqortormit. That's the cities. And then we have 8 schools in the settlements, and it is Kapisillit, Qartarsuatsiat, Arsut, Kumiut, Kulusuk, Isortoq, Tiniteqilaaq, and Sermeligaq. And this picture is actually from Kapisillit. It's the smallest or the school with the fewest pupils. It's the school has 4 pupils right now. There is around 3,000 pupils in our municipality, and the biggest school right now is at Dorfikanslynge with around 518 pupils from. from 1st till 10th grade. And as I said, the school with the fewest pupil is Kapisit school, where there's only four pupils. But here in Nuuk, there is actually a lot of the schools where they have 26 pupils in a class. That's the maximum you can have in Greenland. Yes. About about the school food in our municipality. The politicians, I don't know what year, but they have decided that pupils from 1st to 9th grade, they get free school food, and it's like for lunch. And in Nuuk and in Tasiilaq, they have a supplier for the school food. They make the school food every day. And in the other schools in our municipality, they usually order food like beforehand because they have to ship everything. And some of the small settlements or in East Greenland, they don't have ship all year around. So they have to have a big freezers also, so they can, yeah. But they also buy fish or meat. It can be musk ox or reindeer meat, or also different kinds of fish from the local hunters. Yeah, and they normally eat around 11:30. Yes. In our municipality, we have a dietary policy with the 8 recommendations. The first one is the child's energy needs must be met during the time they are in school or childcare. The diet must follow the health recommendations for diets for children and young people. The food served must be hvad hedder det?
Varied.
Like varied and preferable, consist of Greenlandic ingredients. The children must be involved in the practical task around the meal. Children and young people meals must provide learning of necessary social skills. Special and dietary food must be medically justified. Parents must be informed weekly about the school's meal plan by posting and on the internet. The children and students must learn how to maintain safe and good cleanliness when preparing and eating a meal. And normally, or what can you say, like they all eat together, and it's different on how they, like, as it says that the parents must be informed, like in some schools they have what they call the intranet. Then they get the food where, or the food plan, so the parents can see what yeah, what they have. You can say see the school food in Nuuk, June 24. I have tried to translate it because it was written in Danish. But Monday, June 3rd, meat with mashed potatoes. Tuesday, chicken with Asian noodles, and yeah, it's different, different kinds of food. Yes. And a bit about Ejner Mikkelsen Aluakbia, where Grete is a teacher, the one who was going to present with me, but yeah, I'll just do the presentation, and it's our municipality's most remote school, and it has around 65 pupils. And each year they have to buy different supplies, food, school materials, etc. a long time beforehand, since they only have ships approx from beginning of August until the end of September. So the school has big freezers so they can keep different food in it and save food for many months. And the school uses local hunters or fishermen and buy different kinds of fish and meat, as I told you before. And they also have usually they have like a not a it can be a cook, but also like uh, a, a combined cleaning lady and one who prepare the food in the smaller settlements, the small villages, because they are so few. Like as I said, there are only 4 in Kapisitlit, and in some other small villages they can be like 8 pupils. So yeah, it's different from place to place. And this is Ejner Mikkelsen Eduard Beer and their their freezer, the picture of their freezer. And also the food plan, but actually you can't really see any uh, as it says in the policy that there should be like Greenlandic. You can see it here, but they on the food plan you can't see that there's any Greenlandic food, but they make Greenlandic food also. Yeah. School day and subjects in Greenland. They're following subjects in school: Greenlandic, Danish, English, math, creative subjects as design, art, home education. I don't know if it's the right word for what in Danish, hjemkundskab.
Yeah, it's not. Sometimes it's called home economics, but that doesn't really cover. So I think this is fine. Food education, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's because it's so many things. It's not only food, but also how you prepare and how you but we can see that
yeah.
soon.
Mm-hmm.
It's architecture, music, religion, philosophy, personal skills, personal education, and social studies. And the school starts around 8 or at 8, and the last lesson is at 15:15. But it's not like how a normal school day is for all the grades. They have like the different year, what do you call it?
It's årgang.
Årgange.
Yeah,
Yeah, årgange.
it's year. I think it's year.
Yeah,
Class.
they have a minimum year
The number of hours,
hours in
lessons,
a year.
lessons. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, number of hours in a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm. And I put down like a link to the home education. That's uh,
Mm-hmm.
their, hvad hedder det, learning objectives. Do you call
Mm-hmm.
it that? Yeah,
Yeah.
læringsmål. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm.
Maybe I can put the link in chat. If you try to explain a little bit, I'll find the link and put it in the chat.
Yeah, it's like now it has become hvad hedder det? Obligatory
Mm-hmm.
to have hjemkundskab in the primary school, and it has like in the learning objectives it has different kind of it says areas, food and health and fødevarebevidsthed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Food knowledge.
yeah, food knowledge and also cooking, and then meals and food culture. So like I have put this on, and it's like for the oldest pupils in school, that's from 8th grade to 9th grade. And like normally in, I don't know if most of you are from Sweden.
And Sweden and
I
Norway.
don't know.
And Norway.
Norway. And do you have zero, like the grade, 0. klasse?
Kinder. What's called the first class in school is called basic school or
Okay, yeah, but
lower primary maybe.
but here we start like at 1st grade. That's when you are 6 years old. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's it. I won't go so much in, but like in the end of these learning objectives is what they are going to work with in the different, like when they have this home education lessons, they have to, the teacher has to look at these and follow these learning objectives and make sure that the pupils go through them.
So maybe could you give us an example of something that includes practical cooking? Because that's something, at least in Denmark, the practical cooking lessons are sort of very limited.
What are you thinking of, like where they cook?
Yeah,
or
when they're
what?
actually cooking food in school, would there be?
Yeah, they my son, like he's 5th grade right now. They have cooking, and then they follow like hvad hedder det?
Hvad siger på dansk?
Yeah, recipe.
Yeah.
And then they also learn how to, like, how they have to clean up, and like they have to talk about, yeah, the clean, how you should beforehand, everything has to be, yeah, clean, but also before, and about like vegetables and meat and fish, that they can't be, you know,
Yeah, familiar with these. Yeah, okay.
But
Actions.
since I don't teach in it, it would have been good to have
Yes.
Grete.
Yeah.
I haven't been teaching for many years, so
No.
yeah.
But she was unable to join us today.
Yeah.
But thank you. Did you have like the final slide? I think that was
I
about.
think it was just comments and questions.
So let's thank you, Bama, for giving us this introduction. And I'm sure that there will be questions. So maybe if you stop sharing, and then I can see if people are raising hands. And of course, maybe probably people would ask you to go back to a slide or something. So let's see. Freudis, first, you have a question, please.
Yes, thank you very much for a very nice overview and an introduction to how you organize the school food in your municipality. So I was very you know, impressed on how you actually manage it when it's so the schools are smaller, bigger, and it can be also quite scattered. And the one in the far where you only had supplies for a very limited of time in August and September, you know, it's very hard to imagine that it is like this. So that was, you know, very thoughtful to hear. But I was wondering, is it free school food in all Greenland, or is it only in your municipality?
I have heard it's different in the different municipalities.
Yes.
Some of them, I can also talk a bit about the history, like about school food. Like sometimes they have talked about, or like back when I was in the primary school, you had to there was like a questionnaire where if you wanted school food or not, and that way they could find out, like in this school year, so many people or pupil need school food. But now they have just that everyone should have school food. Mm.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's different from municipality to municipality. And also like it's, you know, it's from 1st to 9th grade, and our school is from 1st to 10th grade. And I don't know if it's because like normally they have leftovers for the 10th graders. I don't know if that's why they didn't include the 10th graders in the in that
Okay.
hvad hedder det?
Yeah, I think I heard Becky Gunwald speak about this as well. Practical, good, maybe a good idea. So that actually two questions, two raised hands. So first Sarah, and then Tormod. Please, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you so much for the presentation. It was really interesting, I think. You said that the pupils were involved in the preparing of the school food. Are they also involved in planning the menu, and how do you organize this preparing of school food?
Like
together with
in the hvad hedder det, they have these school boards, elevråd, where they can have the influence on what kind of school food they want. And also these like, as I said, in here in Nuuk, there is a big supplier for like, how many pupils do we have in total here in Nuuk? But it's a lot.
Around 500?
Yeah, no.
No, more.
It's more here in Nuuk. There is I think it would be maybe around 2,000 pupils who gets food from one supply 200 days a year. So they also have like these they used to have these questionnaires, but also like, because they try to also have some like children's boards to look to listen to, or to, what do you say it? How do you say it?
Participate.
What kind of food they would like to.
But they're not involved in cooking activities.
It's not they are not preparing it. The school food, but it's a lesson or a subject in the school, as I said the last slide I had.
I think, you know, Grete Peiki, I talked with her last week. She said that sometimes they are having lectures in collaboration with the local hunters. So there's an educational part or component in the school food in that way, that they're actually visiting the people who are sourcing the food, the local produce, in some cases. At this Einar Mikkelsen school in northeastern Greenland.
They learn a lot of things. Also, they can like how to cut a fish or like a seal, how to cut out, and all of that. That's what they do with the local.
Do they also learn hunting techniques?
I can't.
No,
I don't know. I'm
we
not
need Greta.
aware of the.
We'll talk to her later.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tormod, please.
Yes, thank you for an interesting presentation. I was wondering, I'm not sure if you said it, but do the teachers eat together with the children?
They eat together with the children. Yeah,
that's good. And I was wondering about, I'm working a bit on the home education part myself, and do you know if there's, how is the kind of the education level for teachers in Greenland? Is it like especially the home education subject?
I would say it depends, because like there is like some of the like they need, it's not that they have to be educated in the subjects if they have to teach in it.
It's the same in Denmark,
yeah, and they need a lot of teachers. So even in some of the villages, we only have non-educated hvad hedder det? Timelærer. Teachers.
That's a general problem.
And the final little question, do you know, this is probably a small subject compared with the subject of Greenlandish and Danish, perhaps the other, or the mathematics. So this, so it's probably one of the smallest subjects, isn't it? Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Tormod. And Midtlara Glennet from Greenland.
Yes, hi, my name is Midtlara and I'm based at the university, and I had a question. Do you offer the school food to all? And because I was thinking about Sermersooq Kommune, they had been discussing whether they offer it to all or only to some students, because they have a lot of waste. They throw a lot of food out. I was wondering.
They offer it to all of the students from 1st to 9th grade. And also, even in some schools, they also offer like hvad hedder det? Breakfast. So they can come before and then have some breakfast at school. So, but I know they have like they have talked about, like the politicians, they want that everyone has to. It's so kind of important that all the children gets proper lunch, but also for some it's like most of like the meal for a whole day also it can be. So they need they need it. But I know, like I have been a vice principal in a school before, and we also talked about like the waste, as you said in Qaqqada. They have talked about the waste of the food and how could they what to do about it. So, but I guess it's also, it must be also different from the, like in Nuuk and also like in smaller places, I guess. I think so. Yeah. but it's worth discussing all again, I think, and also maybe talking about how, how much food waste is there, the different places, or and how can we solve that?
I think I talked to Rikke Grönland, who is also in your department, and she suggested that this having a better dialogue with the pupils about what they like and what they don't like so much had sort of reduced the waste problem. Not completely, but it is better if there's a dialogue with the students. Yeah. So thank you. Johanna,
Thank you.
please.
Interesting. I thought it was interesting when you talk about the
Not so fast, not so fast. Sorry.
And where you why you started with school lunch, and I wondered, what do your pupils like the school lunch? Do they eat it? We have the problem in Sweden that even if we serve very good food and it's nutritious, that some of the pupils don't go to the school restaurant and they don't eat. And how is it for you and the parents? Is it like a common thing that everybody thinks that is good?
As you can see in the food plans, there is a lot of, as I don't know, I showed the food plans, but there is like a lot of food like pizza or meatballs with spaghetti or something like, some of the school food is like that. But when I was the vice principal, I saw a lot of waste when it was fish. I don't know if it's because it's not well prepared, or is it just children that's not that doesn't like fish so much, or I don't know. But I just saw that when there was fish on the menu, there was a lot of waste. But I traveled to East Greenland, the small villages, and we talked about they also mostly bought their food in the store. And I said to them, or asked the pupils, what do you like? And they said like they eat a lot of, or they like seal or narwhal and all of that. And then I just what do you say, recommended that the leader of the school just buy more local food from the hunters. But it's also it can be expensive. Yeah.
So it's not just local food, because we have this food procurement that we have to buy food from everywhere. But you have the same situation, or is it mostly local food that you serve?
So was this a question or?
Yes.
I don't know. I wouldn't say so. I think mostly it would be, I don't know, Western or European kind of food. But I think it's different from place to place. But a lot of, as I said, they have to order like a lot of food a long time before, like if it's vegetables or even meat, beef or spaghetti and all that, they have to order it a long time before.
So that will have a huge impact on the options for cooking and serving
also
food.
that.
Because they also need skills to cook local food.
Yeah.
So thank you for these questions. And Julia, you're having a question as well. And then I put myself on the question list.
Yes, and thank you very much, Parma, for the presentation. It's really interesting, and I have a lot of questions, but I'll try to keep it down. And one of my main questions, actually, Johanna, you made a very good transfer for me about the procurement, because I get very curious about with the local fishermen and hunters, how that works. Because I'm of the opinion that in Sweden it's very hard due to the regulations to have collaborations with local producers. But how do you have any idea how the regulations looks like when it comes to procurement?
Actually, was it yesterday the principal of that Einar Mikkelsen, he just bought how many was it, 17 kilos of fish. Yeah, they can buy it from the local yeah, fishermen or hunters. And I don't think they have the same regulations in hvad hedder det, fødevare, like
Food,
when you
food.
sell it in yeah,
Okay,
they have
interesting.
to hvad hedder det,
Sometimes
factories
it's
and all.
also about courage from the school and the people who are buying food. They're afraid of being sort of scolded or punished in some ways, and they say, oh no, we're not allowed to buy local food. But they are actually.
They have like they have a list, you know, like how much it has to cost from the hunters or fisher, the government, the Greenlandic government regulations
Yes.
on how much, like a kilo of salmon, or how much a kilo of reindeer has to like they have these, they have to follow. Yeah.
Okay,
Julia, do you having more questions?
Just one more. You showed us like the typical, or you showed us a scheme of the meals, and you said these are not the typical Greenlandic meals. What does a typical Greenlandic plate look like in school?
It could be hvad hedder det? So I said like fish, hvad hedder det? Soup. It can be seal soup with rice, or lamb soup. If you come from South Greenland, it can be also fish soup, or even reindeer meat, or in Northeast Greenland they have musk ox, or even polar bear in Northeast Greenland also. So it's, yeah.
Okay,
Or
thank you.
even fish, halibut. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So my question regard the financial part of your excellent school food program in Sermersooq municipality. I'm very impressed, similar to what the other speakers and I know the partners in LearnFood, we are, because we know that it's a huge challenge to offer school food to a large group of pupils. And we just wonder, I wonder about the financing, because in Denmark it's an issue that it's too expensive for municipalities to offer school food. So here in Greenland we see a municipality actually offering free school food to more than 3,000 pupils. Do you have a comment on this? I don't expect you to explain everything, but maybe this is also maybe a little bit about the historical background and so.
Yeah, but like like the politicians, they like each time, like right now we have just, was it last year or 2 years ago, we had the udbud for the supplier. And we can also see
tender process.
Yeah. And then we can see also with the prices for different supplies is increasing. So we also have to look at that's also something they have been looking at, because it gets more and more expensive. Food,
but it's a political decision.
But it is a political decision.
And the population, the people in Greenland, they support, or in Sermersooq, they support this decision.
Yeah.
So you think it's likely that this will go on? It will be like this for we could say at least 5 years, 5 to 10 years perspective.
Yeah, I guess it will just it will go on, but I think we also have to look, as Mitla asked about, like how much food waste is there and all that. I think we have to look into that also. But I think it's a good decision that they provide free food for all the pupils, at least the ones who can't afford. Some places they it's, as you know, the prices are expensive. It's not everyone who can afford.
Because as I understand it, in Greenland, vegetables are maybe more expensive than meat.
Because you have to sell everything up, and a lot of times they don't get we don't have fresh vegetables like in the small villages, but also in the smaller cities. Of course they have some, but normally it's not all year round they have that, and that's why they have to buy a lot of frozen supplies. Food.
That's expensive.
But
that makes the school food program even more remarkable, I think. So
I know the like the food, like for a child in East Greenland, the Tillgången is more expensive than here, but that's also because of that they have to they only have they have fewer ships a year. So like here in Nuuk, it's easier to get food, but also with planes. So
I can understand. So it's complex.
It's complex.
So can you actually grow some food maybe in greenhouses or so? Would the climate allow that?
Like in Nuuk, yes, and also in South Greenland they have like different kinds of vegetables, but it depends where you live,
of course. So would there be other questions? Maybe it's not the case. Yes, Johanna?
Yeah, you started with saying that you are involved in a Nord Plus project. So I wonder what it is and how you work and how you collaborate with other countries around school food.
Okay. No, I haven't worked with the school food, but I'm in a project right now but it's called Hearing the Children, and it's Nord Plus, and it's with the kindergarten teachers and principals, and also my colleague from here. But I have, since I have been like working in as a teacher, but also as a vice principal, I have tried different projects. But That's, as I said, I haven't tried with the I'm not in a project with the LearnFood or anything like that right now.
There's no collaboration around food, school meals, that things.
But that might be an option.
There might be, yeah, because like in our municipality, there's a lot of Greenland is pretty exotic, and there is a lot of, I know there is a lot of schools who has different both NOA Plus but also Erasmus projects with different kinds of
Topics.
Yeah, topics. Yeah. It can be climate change or democracy or different kinds of topics. Yeah.
So am I right in remembering that there's a new school around in Nuuk? Do you know about the a new school being built in Nuuk?
Yeah. It
Can
should
you
have
tell
been
us?
open. It should have been open the 15th of August, but it's not done yet. So, but the pupils go in the two old buildings still. We're
Okay.
still waiting for the new building to open.
So could you, which kind of school will this be? Like what's special about this new school?
It's like the two schools. There has been two, or there are still two schools in the center of Nuuk, and they are actually going to, they have this different kinds of fusion, both with the teachers and also with the pupils. And it's going to be a project-based learning school. Yeah.
Wow. And that will be a school food served there as well.
Yeah.
So there's, I assume there's a large kitchen, or?
Yeah, there will be a large kitchen and also like a really big cafeteria kind, like a big place where the pupils can go and eat.
Like a dining hall. So this
yeah.
is often missing, at least in Danish school, the place where you can eat your meal.
Yeah.
So we look around and say, where's the kitchen? Where's the dining room? There's nothing. So I think that's very good that you're actually building a new school with kitchen and a dining hall. So congratulations with that.
Thank you.
It's a huge effort.
We already have like one school here who like was the next newest school who has its own kitchen, but also like a dining hall. But as like they used to have their own cooks from the same, before it was Brosen, where they have cooks to work out there. Yeah. But then they decided that they wanted to have the same supplier, and they for all of the schools here in Nuuk. So they don't have any cook out at the school here.
Okay.
But it will be interesting how they are going to do it in the new school, if they are going to have the same supplier, or if they're going to have a cook, or what they're going to have. Yeah.
Maybe we can visit someday. And I know that people who are joining this meeting are interested. So we could talk about this later on. So if there are not any more questions, I would like to thank everybody, and especially you, Bama, for having the effort with the planning and the preparations for this presentation. And I think we've got a lot to think about. And we are looking forward to talk more and eventually have some cooperation.
Yes.
So thank you, everybody. and we will stop the recording now.